Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's special presentation entitled Finding Sector Strength. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest, and it's my pleasure to give you a presentation this evening. Now, sectors. We've done a lot of analysis on sectors, but we all know that market timing is the most key important issue when looking at buying or selling stocks. You need to know when to buy and what to buy. But looking for stocks in strong sectors can help you with your what to buy to round out your trading plan of knowing when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell. So as I was thinking about putting this together, it's a couple of things. I wanted to know why it was important to make sure that we look at sectors. Well, dividing stocks into sectors helps investors compare stocks with their industry peers, which is one of the best ways to judge which ones are doing the best, sort of like best of breed, right? Sectors also provide a guide to spreading your investments into different industries. Remember, the sectors are the bigger fold, and industries fall in as parts of sectors, and it's a key to portfolio diversification. Well, what's the benefits of sector strength? Well, I'm glad you asked that. Stock sectors offer investors the opportunity to diversify their portfolios. The stock market can be impacted by a variety of factors. Spreading your investments across multiple stock sectors can help reduce portfolio risk when a major event impacts the stock market. Major event, like a war in Ukraine, or rising interest rates, or rising inflation. All of these can impact your portfolios, and being in the strongest sectors can help you to stave off what's going on and keep your portfolio nicely diversified. All right, let's get right into the home page of the VectorVest software. From here, we're going to go into our Unisearch tool because we already have the tools for you to do sector analysis. We'll go to the Unisearch tool, and from here, we're going to go to Delta Searches Sectors. What is Delta? Delta is measuring a percentage change. And if I open this up, we can do the percentage change on price on a sector, on RT. We can go out more in time from a 10-day period to a 13-day period. For those of you who are more aggressive, a 1-day period. And even for those people who are longer term, how about a 52-week price delta? Finding the sectors that have gone up the most over the last year. So sectors and deltas on these sectors can prove to be a great way to find your what to buy at the right times. So we're going to start off with a 10-day RT delta. Now remember, delta is a percentage change. So I'm looking for the sector relative timing. Actually, we're not going to use RT on delta. We're going to use price. We're going to stick straight with price. What is the price, the difference in price in the sectors that have the biggest distance in price over the last 10 days? So sector price, split adjusted. Why are we using split adjusted? Because we're comparing price over time. The delta, which is the percentage change over the last 10 days, sort of descending. So I want to find the sectors that have gone up, because it's descending, gone up the most over the last 10 days. I'm going to simply run the search. This will bring to my fingertips in a matter of seconds what the best sectors are right now. Now, the interesting thing, and I'm going to move this over, is the RT rankings. Now, remember, we track, let me run this again, we track 41 sectors. Now, not only are these sectors on the rise over the last 10 days, but I can see where they sit. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? So I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 sectors that are on the rise given the current market's conditions. Why is that cool? Because we know right now the market is going down, but where's the money going? Into these 4 sectors over the last 10 days. 2 trading weeks are still moving up. All right, only 4. We're going to put a little bit of a nuance on this. I want 2 time periods. So I'm going to add another line. And no, this will not be added to your VectorVest software. I believe that this is simple enough that everyone can do, that it doesn't warrant having to put a new search into the software. We're going to go under parameter. Because we're sticking with sectors, let's go to sectors. Let's go back to the price, and we're going to use price split adjusted. We're going to continue with the operator of delta. We still want a percent price change. And under the value now, instead of 10 days, let's give us a little bit more of a time period. Let's give ourselves 20 days. And not only now do I want 20 days, I don't want display owning. I want to see which ones are up at least in the positive over the last 20 days. So I've now instituted a longer time period to make sure that this sector is moving, and then the more recent time period that it's still moving and higher. All right, let's click on Run Search again. Now, we only had 3 or 4 sectors that were moving, but now look at this. We've got a 20-day sector price change of 1.49% on petroleum, and over the last 10 days, now up to almost 3%. So that tells me that over the longer period, the 20-day period, the sector is up. And now it's up even more. That's what you call a strong sector, even in the given market conditions that we have right now. This is where the money is going. So now knowing that, there's reasons why petroleum is moving. I'm not getting into all of that, but it tells me that this is a good place to still have my money, even though the market is trying to do this wick-wacky thing of going up and down, because we got volatility in the market. And now it is the number one sector, though. Interesting. It's the number one sector, but it's garnering more strength. Strong sector. All right, so now if I'm looking to find stocks to get into, I right-click, I view the stocks in the business sector, run over here, and I can just sort it by our master indicator VST, the stocks that have the best combination of value, safety, and timing, and good, googly muggly, folks. We got some good stocks to be in. So we all know that the sector is moving, but what are the best stocks in that sector? By doing this rank analysis by VST, I can make sure that I'm putting my money into a strong sector and into the stronger stocks within that sector. All right, let me back up a little bit now. But the market's going down. How can I use this to find weak sectors when the market's going down? Well, I can flip the lid on that a little bit. Watch this. So we're going to move from strong sectors to some possibly weak sectors to help you guys to take advantage of the fastest sector starting to move down. Now, I'm going to still keep the delta of the 10-day, but instead of sorting it descendingly, let's make it ascendingly, putting the worst sectors at the top. And on the delta, the 20-day, I want it to be less than 0. I want to find the sectors that are losing money. So now, the worst sectors that are losing money over the last 20 days, they're losing money, and on the last 10 days, that they're still losing, hopefully, more money to help us to find stocks to short in. Now, I'm not going to run that right now. Let's go back to the height of the market. All right, let's do that. Let's go back to November of 2021, November 22nd. Height of the market before it started to fall down, go boom. All right, let's run the search then. Run it. And what do we have? Software, petroleum. Now, how about this? Software. Down over 10.5% over the last 20 days, but in the last 10 days, it ramped up a little bit, down 10.65%. Wow. So now I'm taking advantage of it in a down market. Instead of finding the strong sectors, let's find the weak sectors for us to try to make money in to the downside. Let's right-click. And look at that. It was number 39 out of 41 at that time. Woo-wee. Let's go find the stocks in that sector. Let me move this over. And these are the stocks for me to sell on 11/22 of 2021 after we've gotten a confirmed down call in the market. Well, if I'm going to look for stocks to sell short, I got to make sure that these stocks are greater than $10, right? So I'm going to highlight all of the stocks that are greater than $10. I want the top 10 sorted by VST. Why? Because if they were moving up and they're good VST stocks, in a downtrending market, these are going to be some of the fastest moving stocks to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All of these are greater than $10. Let's do a quick test of these top 10 from 11/22. We will right-click. We will do a quick test of these 10 stocks. Now remember, this is going down. I want these stocks to go down in price. Look at this, 0 winners, 10 losers. If I'm shorting, I've got 10 winners and no losers. Every single one of these companies went down in price. But wait a minute. I tested it all the way up into the current date. Since then, we've had a confirmed up call, right? So let's use it from a down call to a confirmed up call. Let's go find that confirmed up call. After November, there's November 22nd. First up call was on March 29th. Bingo. All right, let me move this up and let's click on OK. Now I'm using market timing, still finding the weak sectors for those times when the market's moving down, 1122 to 329. Let's run the test. Look at that. In this case, because we're shorting, 9 winners, 1 loser. We're down, or in this case, because we're shorting stops, we're up 17%. The market is only down 7.6. So from the standpoint of finding the strong sectors for diversification, why not look at weak sectors when the market is moving down to find stocks to get in as well? So yes, this is all about being able to find the strong sectors, but we can still use the same technique when the market is moving down to find out the weakest sectors using Delta. Folks, hopefully that all made sense to you. Hopefully you see the benefit that VectorVest brings to the table each and every week to show you how to make money in the market, whether it's up, whether it's down, but from a market timing perspective, keeping you always on the right side of the market. Folks, we will have a Q&A session on Monday at 2 o'clock, I do believe. And at that time, make sure that you bring your questions. If you have any questions, any ideas about this search, about this strategy, about this technique, bring it to the table. Let's talk about it. If you have any questions before then, though, please give our product support staff a call. They'll be more than happy to assist you. And folks, again, it was my pleasure to bring you this presentation this evening. I hope you all have a great weekend. And until the next time, see ya.
Yeah.